Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... Let me tell everyone a story. Similarly to how I once found Dramadonia on GachaTube, I was happened to scrolling through or got a notification from them, whichever way, some time ago. I think it was 2021, maybe. I'm pretty sure, and it was a trailer for a video called Stoneheart, and I just saw there that they happen to have this seemingly hulking monster of some kind. No worries, I'm back. So as I was saying, Stoneheart. Uh, that was yeah, it caught my eye, particularly because, well, I mean, of the trailer, all had to go on was like brief aspects of what I thought the story could be, and also the visuals. And the visuals, my goodness, the visuals. I was like, well, if this is what we're seeing here, this actual, stone giant of some kind that has come to life, not knowing where Stoneheart was from at the time, by the way. I hadn't actually received that information as of yet. I was like, well, I gotta check this out. This show has got to be good. So I checked out the channel, saw that it belonged to a particular series called Wonder Gacha, even though the name had just changed. It wasn't yet called Superhero Never Die, but it is now. They seemed to be going through a bit of an identity crisis during that time. But I thought, wow, okay, I better do a review of this. And so I reviewed the first 3 episodes of what was then known as Wonder Gacha with a few friends. Now you might be thinking, but Jacob, if you reviewed the first 3 episodes, why is this episode 3? Well, because I don't know where that file is. It was during the pre-recorded era of Gacha reviews, so I might have that somewhere. If not, then I guess the difference right now is the fact that I have knowledge of the series that gradually began to integrate itself into the story of Wonder Gacha's once original, but now has a lot to do with Miraculous. So yes, people have definitely looked at definitely recognized this. Bon has recognized this particularly. Like to Marinette with the scary looking eyes, who just left the person after scolding them for trying to end their own existence. That's also happened. In fact, that was the moment where I was like, oh, okay, I need to watch this. It's like, I have no clue if this is in character or not. It very much wasn't. So there we go. But yeah, it is that particular video. So yeah, we've got Bon in the chat. Panic Kid Abby rage quit today as well, and seems to have been mad about. Bon was mad about not being there for the Pregnant with a Bad Boy stream. Which, yes, it was a train wreck, and enjoy that VOD, I suppose. Josh is also here, and oh my goodness, I'm getting live chat messages right now because Aiden, as soon as I heard the word "bad boy," started singing "bad boy" in the chat. So yeah, I'm gonna let him in. Hello.
It's about time that you're away from 11, so you can be glad boy. I'm gonna be sick of you, even though you're bad boy. Bad boy. I
love how you were like
that.
halfway through the chorus. So you started singing the chorus, but you even before I called you in. So it wasn't for the camera. That was just for yourself. Because no,
I started singing it because I was gonna type that out, but I started singing it. Oh god, no, I love that song. Also, if I were that girl and I got yelled at for trying to do that, I would just try to do it again because I would feel so horrible. I'd be like, nope, I can't do this right now. Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah, yell at me. I'm sure
that version of Ladybug was
being.
not a people person. And yes, now I have
oh my god, she's like
Homelander.
Homelander.
Out of character.
No wait, she's like Homelander. Oh my god. There's a scene where like Homelander flies up to like this girl who was gonna jump, but then the girl decides not to jump, but then Homelander's like, jump. And it's like, wait, what? It's like, jump. And he's like forcing her to jump at that point.
Oh, is it like a reverse psychology thing, trying to psych the person out to make them realize they didn't want to?
Homelander's one of the evil Superman tropes.
Oh,
he got fed up with her, so he just told her to jump and forced her to jump regardless, even though she changed her mind.
I see.
Fair enough. It was horrible that he did that. It was horrible. He's not a good person. Anyways,
okay.
Cause you be glad boy. I'm gonna be sticking you even though you're a bad boy. Bad boy.
Okay, significantly more power than I gave it, but you know, I actually was debating whether or not to do like an at the end of that line because it kind of feels like it should be there, but I was like, is that too cheesy? So I didn't do it for the song.
Well, the whole song's kind of cheesy in general in some regards, so you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is the most you know, charged song that I've ever written for sure. Mostly because of the source material. But anyway, BB is saying in the chat a bit more than evil Superman in the comics version is evil Superman, and I feel like that's going to become a rant, so might as well get that over with. Hi, BB.
No, instead I have a different thought, which is that whenever you mention the Iron Giant or whatever, no, the Stone Giant or whatever, Iron Giant's a whole other thing, but the Stone
Iron Giant's a whole nother character.
Yeah, but then that weird glitch happened where we could just see that and he went like dead silent. We could only see his icon. It triggered a memory of House of Leaves, which I finished the book recently.
Oh my god. Okay, we get it. You love House of Leaves.
Yep, and everyone else should too. I need you guys to read it. That includes everyone in this chat as well. I will continue pushing this on everyone. It's so good. No,
this is the guy who sang Bad Boy. Yeah, it was that too cheesy when I was writing the song of Bad Boy. That's what my debate was. Anyway.
No, I did finish the book yesterday though. But there's a moment throughout the book where they talk about in quite good detail the details of the Brazen Bull. And seeing Jacob like glitch out there after talking about like the Stone Giant or something triggered those memories for me.
Okay.
I was like, he's being incinerated in there.
I don't think Jacob's being incinerated, but okay.
All right. Also, yeah. I knew about this. Yeah, BB told me about that. I think. Actually, no, you told me on stream. Actually, you told me that it happened. Yeah.
Look, man. Usually it translates the French for me, but in that case, it did not. And I didn't. I looked it up on Google. And everyone was debating about what's accurate or not, and so I was like, okay, fine. Then I was like, well, I don't trust Google Translate with a chunk of poetry because it's Google. It's a robot. It's not gonna know like what it's actually.
And also, it's poetry. Yeah. By the way, word of advice to everyone: don't put chunks of any text into Google Translate. You know, put like little bits at a time. You'll get better results.
So I was like, shoot, what do I do? Do I just take my gamble with one random online translation, hope it's accurate, or? And I was like, but I know one person who speaks French quite fluently. Hey, Bon, hey, Bon.
It's like that scene in like every movie where it's like, I don't know how to do this, but I know someone who does. Da, 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 da. Anyway, okay.
Well, okay, Bon, it was a French problem. Of course, I threw it at the French person.
Yeah, but I mean,
Bond's Canadian, but Bond knows a lot of wee.
He referred to himself as a French person. Okay, that's not me. That's him.
France is a country, dude.
Oh my goodness, no! They refer to themselves as angry French person. That's one of their alter egos.
Never mind. I don't want to trigger the angry France person.
Okay. Speaking of alter egos, we're watching a thing about superheroes. That's my segue.
Can we just?
Oh, hold on. Can we just lower the volume first? There we go. Now we can do that. Now we can just.
Oh god, we're gonna get copyright claim. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll mute it for now.
Wait. Oh my god, is this a?
It's definitely a Marvel thing, yeah.
Yes, I was just thinking that. Yeah.
Forgot.
Has it become? Hold on. It's gone all to now. Yes, pretty much. Also, hold on.
Sure.
If there's similarities in names or stories, is not on purpose. This is the Miraculous derivative show now, and the series is the episode title is Stonehearts. What do you mean it's not
That's
on
literally
purpose?
like the title of
Man.
like the 2-part origin episode of Miraculous in season 1.
I wouldn't have known that when I watched this back in the day in 2021, but I know now.
Tainted. Everything is House of Leaves in my head now. Even this reminds me of the book.
Great, I'm not going to ask.
Okay. Yeah, the Marinette who becomes Ladybug isn't,
Yeah. Wow, who's that character? Complete coincidence.
No, Bon, I need to touch the book.
Oh my
You
god,
can
he's
rip
not.
off, you can get me sued.
Oh my god.
This is just like a recap, basically.
No, okay, look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. Her eyes
saying
aren't
this is
even
a
properly
copyrighted
like
song.
circles. Like they're like it looks like someone drew them by hand, but they didn't have a very even hand, so their eyes are kind of like jagged.
Which is very interesting because you think most art programs have circle tools that would compensate for that.
Circle tools exist. Oh my
Let
gosh.
alone the fact that that One here, which is by the way the character's on the right's name is One, has like circular eyes or elliptical ones. I don't know. Anyway.
I am Juan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh
I think
god!
I think
Is
this
it
is
just
the
me?
first. I think this is the first voice acted episode because I'm pretty sure I read out the stuff from like the last ones. We all
Oh
did.
my god! I hate like the voice they chose for Marinette because like that doesn't even sound close to the actual cartoon. Like they didn't even try to get a voice actor similar because like her voice is way too high to be Marinette. Like Marinette has a slightly deeper voice.
No, but don't you get it? She's a girl.
That's okay.
It's not the okay. But like no,
Anyway,
but like seriously,
so
though, like it sounds like too like
admittedly, I have not
cutesy
listened
and,
to. I've not heard English Marinette a lot, but what I've heard there is like it kind of sounds a bit like the intro. There's just a little bit of squeakiness to her. Maybe not this much, but some.
making her sound like Kawaii-chan. Making her all sound like a whole Kawaii-chan.
Yeah, and also, yeah, pretty sure this is the first time we've. Yep, this is the first voice acted episode. Okay, I just wanted to check that.
Yeah. Also, this is one thing that's bugging me about the shopping cart. You see all those
Yes.
objects in there. Half of those objects look hyper realistic. The other half look like drawn art based stuff. So I think they just went on the internet and just took a bunch of random like generic looking stuff, threw it in a cart, but the art style of all of them don't match, so it looks really wonky.
Yeah, they probably didn't know to look up vector images specifically, and that would
you
match the
kinda-
style
you
of
kinda- You
Gacha.
kind of gotta get stuff that looks similar because some of those look really realistic, unfortunately,
Mhm.
compared.
Yeah,
Taken
and also
real-
that's a good point. Yeah, I don't understand. This is a Marinette from Miraculous. Whatever names a character similar to other famous characters is pure coincidence, according to the creator.
Of course, and this character is it may look like Adrian, and may have a cat persona like Adrian, and
Yes.
maybe is also named Adrian, but he isn't Adrian or that
In
Adrian.
in the morning time, I am Marinette, a regular female with a regular existence.
Or this released before Miraculous and the timestamp lied.
The time, the release lied.
Timestamp.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Wait,
As-
the creator made this years ago, just didn't release it until then. Like took years for the
Pretty
creator
sure
to
that
release it.
Miraculous came out before the first Gacha
Oh,
game.
but that's
as
what you
well.
think. That's what you think. As the legendary House of Leaves says, this novel is a work of fiction. Any references to real people, events, establishments, organizations, or locals are intended only to give the fiction a sense of reality and authenticity. Others' names,
Oh, yeah.
characters, and incidents are either the product of the author's imagination or are used fictitiously, as are those fictionalized events and incidents which involve real persons and did not occur or are set in the future.
Dang.
Great. That was That sounds like, yeah, there's like every disclaimer ever, just all rolled
Except
into one.
it's not. I actually questioned that and went back to check my real books.
I forgot
Nope,
the watermelon
that's
for Dad.
definitely not the
Oh
way that's
God,
supposed to
why
be.
is Adrian
Okay,
sound so
yeah,
much
so
younger
this-
than the main show? He sounds like
Yeah,
a
like
child
this
compared
version,
to
yeah.
normal Adrian. Which I mean, I guess he is a child, but he doesn't sound this young.
Okay, maybe this is set before. He sounds.
No, I think this
Hey,
is
Dub is gonna hate me for this. He sounds more like Ash Ketchum than he does Adrian.
Oh my God, Pikachu, what are you doing? No, wait, I actually have a similar voice to Ash somewhat.
Pikachu, use Cataclysm.
Oh my God. No, I do. I mean, when I do my voice. For
Oh,
that
thanks,
one,
Bon. Okay, I'm not alone. Good.
No, like I will say, I do have a raspier voice I pull out when for one character in the Mutant Girl. Forget his name. Oh crap, what's his name? Blonde guy. Season 3.
What, like
Kevin.
Yeah. Okay.
When I do Kevin, I sound like this. Oh my God, Pikachu, go! Go, Pikachu! Who's God?
I
thought
mean,
we worship Arceus.
not every raspy voice, has to be Ash necessarily.
No, well, original Ash, especially the first voice actor who played Ash.
I mean, if
sounded really
anything,
raspy.
Zach is also kind of a raspy voice, but you wouldn't confuse this for Ash, would you?
Yeah, but he also sounds way more mature, bro.
Oh, I mean, I am.
Bro.
I'm several hundred years old. Yeah. Oh, I should have done an Ash impression for young Zach in Fallen Angels.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I'm only 3 days older.
Go, Pikachu! Oh.
Oh, okay. The ladder was about to crush both of them. Like the way it was framed, it's like the ladder was gonna fall on top of Waltz.
Also,
don't worry, I caught you.
Also, I got a question. Why is she getting on this ladder in a supermarket? Does she work here? I mean, that's the only reason you'd get on a ladder. Unless you don't work here, then it's like you just stole the workers' ladders to get
I'm
the
guessing
workers supposed to do this.
Yeah, I'm guessing by Sin's flawed logic. I'm trying to remember if either Marinette actually worked here at the shop before this in episode 2, or maybe by Sin's flawed logic that we just happened to. It's like, she needs to reach something at the top shelf. So, of course, she would use a ladder and not ask an employee to do it for her.
Yeah, I think it's better because, although, honestly, with this creator, I don't know. I always find this weird, personally, with all the fandom creators. The fandom's creators will make all these fandom-themed projects, but completely misunderstand the character's world or lore and not fully grasp it and change everything and be like, what do you mean?
Yeah, it always fascinates me how that happens.
Project. It's like, you didn't even understand the basics. You don't understand anything. Why are you doing this? You clearly didn't understand the homework.
Man, what a scathing statement. You don't understand anything.
Listen, I will roast.
You don't even know that these are their real names.
Anyway, have we forgotten about the girl Marinette? Just me? What? I don't know. Also, Bond said this is a Twilight level of rom-com. Yeah, kind of, because it does actually remind me of the scene where Edward saves Bella from the car by putting one hand out and then immediately proceeds to gaslight her about it.
Oh my God. The best men will gaslight you. What?
Well, I mean, the question is Adrian going to do that now? Is he going to say no more believe her?
Excuse me, miss. You are too heavy.
Thanks for helping me.
How dare you? If this was Chloe Bourgeois, she would have been like, how dare you? I don't know. I Adrian.
I will say, I think the hair texturing is kind of nice on the characters, the fact that the creator went out of their way to.
I'm particularly Marinette. Adrian is sort of, I don't know, I can't tell.
Adrian's a little bit too subtle because it's kind of hard to texture blonde without using full on white because you're gonna get too light and it's gonna be like, oh my God, that's just white. But
Oh, it's okay. I'm just passing through. Are you hurt, miss?
I am fine.
Well, that sounds
oh my
good.
God, their voices are both so high compared to their normal voices. God.
Chat. You who are more familiar with English Marinette, what do you think about this kind of intonation?
Is Bond familiar with Miraculous?
I mean, Bond's not the only person in the chat. I open that up to everyone.
I mean,
I am looking
Bond or
for
KW
watermelon.
Or Josh.
Exactly. Which is why I didn't specify.
Yeah.
Oh god, the music choices I hate.
I am, however, shocked that Adrian's doing his own shopping. You would think that, like, you know,
Yeah, well, not
Adrian's
his
send Natalie
bodyguard.
out for that.
Where's
Actually,
his
I imagine,
dad?
yeah, imagine Natty would be sent out for that, or like they get like an order in or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, isn't he like a famous model too? Like they would at very least have his bodyguard, because you know.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Why is your face red? Something happened.
Oh my god, what happened to her eyes? What happened to the girl with red hair's eyes for a second? It looked horrifying.
Yeah, I think it's because like her eyes like probably are too small at times. They just like shrink down a lot
Oh
depending on
my
like what shot we're in.
God, I hate this. Kill me. Ah!
Because
Also,
I can't tell because people pausing every time. Well, we know at least it's not like horribly inaccurate then, because if it requires a keen ear, then at least that means this is a somewhat of an approximation.
also, how come the girl with red hair doesn't have any hair texturing? Like, what is Marinette and Adrian the only two allowed to get any form of hair texturing on?
Maybe because they're the only ones that have canon hair texturing, so they got more
What?
to put in.
I don't think that's okay. Sure,
Mm.
that's totally the reason.
Oh, okay. So Bond's gonna look into this as far as the animation eyes thing. So we'll come back to that idea in a moment. For now, Marinette's eyes seem to have shrunken down as well, and the drawing is even more wonky than it was before.
It should be noted that blue-haired girl's boob is like phasing through her like shirt, and like because you can see the line is on both the shirt and the jacket.
That's actually
That's
a
just
thing
Gacha.
in
That's just
Gacha
Gacha.
because it's supposed to outline the fact that like the jacket will shape it as well. Well, the jacket like
Oh.
jutting out. Yes.
I hate that. That's so weird.
Hey, that's just a
Okay.
Gacha thing. That's not on the creator.
None of your business.
That's still weird.
It's none of your business. That's not a funny thing. That's kind of mean to say it like that. Oh. Oh,
And
God.
also, I'm surprised that she didn't. That you know, given it's Marinette, you would think that she would like blush a lot more, and then like you stumble on her words and start like going into a huge panic to try and deny what's going on.
Okay,
Be like,
That's
oh,
even
who
more
was
watched,
that? That
yeah.
was nothing.
that
was nothing.
had to be satire, whereas like no characters or events are actually referenced, right? Because not only is it Miraculous, not only do you have the Marvel intro, but then you have a clear Superman parody of the symbol. It's even the same colors.
I mean, and also this seems like the transitions from the Adam West Batman show. So a lot of
This
references
had
going
to
on
have
here.
been a satire. Please, there's no way they put that in there and was genuinely like, oh yeah, this absolves me of everything. Surely, right? I won't get sued for this, I'm sure.
Of
Not a
course.
big deal, guys.
No, you don't understand, Your Honor. I know her name's Marinette. I know this looks just like Superman's symbol. I know this may or may not look like the work of Kevin Feige himself. But I clearly said that any names or events are pure coincidence.
It's not my fault.
Your Honor, I said it's not real.
Okay, so Bond says when animating eyes, the whites of the eyes must be masked over the iris/pupil to make the illusion of eyelids. I think I remember Ghosty doing this process a bit during some of our editor streams, actually.
Yeah,
If the eyes are all layered, then when they narrow or blink, the iris pupils also get scaled the same way, making it look way less human. That is pronounced in a quick example. Actually, well, I got that, but I'm not sure if anyone, because obviously, you know, as somebody who's done masking for stuff in the past, I get what you're saying. Claim against Marinette. I mean,
I like that
Marinette,
it's not DC, it's Superman himself. Superman would probably be completely fine with it in character, but I find that quite funny to imagine, though.
yeah, but here's the thing: in the world of Sin Gacha, no one's in character.
That's fair.
The only thing that Marinette has done that is akin to her character is fall over so far. I forgot who this is. I think they were in a different episode.
Whoa, okay, can we go back there for a second? Whoa, his head made a weird movement, I think. Did anyone else see that? Or am I going crazy?
I feel like that describes half of this series. but,
Yeah.
I swear I just saw it move to the side. Hold on.
Someone is following me.
Whenever he first showed up.
It's Marinette. She's working on her stalking habits again. She stalks random men so she could be really good at stalking Adrian.
Well, see, whenever... Master Fu didn't know that about her when he gave her powers.
Exactly.
Whenever
he kind of jumped the gun a bit. It's like, you know, you did what like any decent human being would, and like, you know, got me out of the middle of the street while a car was arriving. So you must be the one, of course. No one else would do that.
I'm sure someone's following me.
That's real smart, giving superpowers to a teenager. I'm sure that can never go wrong.
Okay, that's like every superhero series though these days. Mostly due to Spider-Man, but, you know, it has to be said, it's done a lot now.
I only can see you from here.
Oh my god, stop stalking! What, this creator got
I only can see you from here. I think this character rehearsed a poem and then tried to recite it without understanding the details. Which actually, you know, a fun fact, one of my old English teachers actually said that this guy that liked her when she was in school tried to use like a Shakespeare poem on her, but then clearly did not understand any of what the Shakespeare poem was actually about, and she did, which did not go down well, apparently.
I think the reason it looks so weird for you, Puppeteer, is because you can see an outline, especially around this character, right? If you look at where their jaw is, there's like an outline there, but it's meant to be the background hair, which is blurred. So not only is the background hair blurry, but it also looks like a brown outline on just like all the way around. But it's also too circular once you have that context as well. So it's very strange to look at because that's not the way that's supposed to look. Not to mention, and see if you also see the there's some bits like over here on the right, you can see where it's like black because the hair is meant to be further away. But it clearly, they didn't take into account the line, because see, the line is still the same all the way around, and then it just immediately goes back further. Like, it doesn't obey the way physics work.
That might also be a Gacha thing. I've never used this. This was what introduced me to the concept of Live 2D, and I've still never used it to this day, so I'm not sure if that was an issue with that software or not.
Another thing is that everything else moving except for the back hair. The back hair has a lot of issues. That might be the uncanny feeling, man. Everything about the back hair.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. Normally front hair and back hair are the things that move in Gacha, and the rear hair is what remains still. I'm not sure if that translates in Live 2D or not. That's probably an oversight when it comes to when you animate something in a separate software.
I think they're trying to animate. I think at this point, the characters when they move, I think the person wants to like move the hair as they move. Like, you know, when your body moves, your hair kind of moves a little bit with your body. So, you know, it's like,
yeah.
I think they're trying to do that, but they're not the best at animating their.
And they just forgot to do it to the back as well as the front. Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt,
how many times do I have to tell you?
I mean, except for with the girl characters, because they have longer hair, then it's more noticeable, so they remember. But yeah.
Don't follow me again. Stay away from me.
Yeah, fair enough. Don't stop.
I have explained it in detail. I don't love you anymore.
Oh,
so please
stop stalking.
Honestly, I thought with this music kicking in like right now, and the fact he's saying, I'll explain it in detail, I thought it was gonna break into song, not gonna lie. That's kind of seemed like
I see your face. It makes me
Edward
feel away.
Where,
I feel with rage when I see your face. And I want to go bam, but I can't go there, ma'am. So leave me alone, or I'll force you to go to a new home. To prison.
That would have worked.
It will be
maximum security.
You'll be locked away, and you'll never be able to slay.
Well, no, they're in prison. They'll have plenty of opportunities.
That was maximum security coming out in Aiden's 24 album.
I don't know where I was going.
No,
I just kept carrying on.
No, it's a lot.
I was like, I could stop this at any moment, but I'm not going to. I want to see how far this goes.
It's a lot like Edward Scissorhands during that one moment around the end where the girl's stereotypical, bad evil boyfriend is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make you scram, whatever, run away, Edward, and whatever. And then the girl's like, no, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, he hurt you, I saw it, don't lie to me, yada yada, right? We've all seen the trope. And then she says, no warning, no lead-in. She goes, look, okay, I don't care, we break up. And he's like, but she says, look, I don't love you anymore, go away, I need to go get Edward. Like, what? What do you mean? She just casually goes, I don't love you anymore. And then it's like, whoa, you just broke up 5 seconds ago.
Man, it's just, something. Well, I think it was the Pregnant with the Bad Boy video actually, where one of the people who the main character was sent on a bunch of blind dates, and at one point, a character who just was bragging about like their wealth and stuff, because it's all like an arranged thing because of wealth and status and whatever of both characters, that classic trope. So, but she says like I want to date for love and not for money, and then the guy says, well, perhaps I will show you I can be more than just my wealth. And as soon as he says that, the bad boy shows up and is like, hey, you bothering her? Get out of here. It's like, what? What do you mean? Like, what did he do?
He offered her more than money, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, how dare he? Am I right? Anyway.
How dare he?
I am still loving you. Please.
Well, I am still loving you. You mean I still love you? I'm still loving you. I'm still actively loving you. Right now.
Grammar issues.
Again.
Oh my god, girl, get some self-respect. Also,
okay,
your tears become black. Your tears became black. Should we be concerned about your health?
I think maybe like she has like maybe like black eyeliner or something that's like running down maybe.
No, I think no.
I'm concerned about her green sickly skin.
I know, and I know. What? Their skins are green.
What do you mean? Look at it.
Their skins are green, BB.
Her skin is clearly green.
Her skin isn't green. Jacob, tell us.
Her skin is not green.
Okay.
It definitely don't look white.
Okay.
It looks more white than green. No, at least to us.
So
again, we're not colorblind. So
in my editing software, when you can have a thing be fade out, right? But you have to click a button where it will fade out and become transparent as it fades out. But if you don't do that, it will fade to black and disappear.
I think what you're describing here is lowered opacity, right?
Yeah, it did. You need to activate the lower opacity element, or then it looks really strange. So I think that's what happened. But she still cried black tears. When I cry tears of black.
Wishing you would come back.
Like FNAF.
You're the one that I
agony.
lack in my life. I'm so filled with strife. Maximum security. When are you gonna come back to me? I long for the day I am set free. Once we can be by your side. Anyway.
It cuts to her whispering that into a picture of him on the wall as she strokes it.
Maximum security. You're the one who's not next to me. Pray for the day that I am free. That's how the song ends. It's
you know what? Oh my god. We should actually make this, unironically, we should make that song. We should make that song called Maximum Security about stalker girl stalking her boyfriend.
Yeah, we can make let's make an original Gacha music video, Maximum Security. Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. We need to work on that. That'd be hilarious.
Okay. All right. For now, though, let's. One thing before we move on from this image. I understand why she dropped to her knees, because that's the classic.
I mean,
visual.
the way they animated her walking on her knees was kind of weird. How she kind of scooted towards him on her knees,
Okay, yes, but also the way she got down on her knees, because it seemed like what Gacha could have done was have the character pull the other one over, because one's still holding on, so she falls to her knees from the force of moving forwards, and the other character trying to break away. But in this case, it's more they let go, and then for some reason she just dropped immediately. which doesn't really like work in this scenario, especially if she's trying to not get him off.
KW, I don't think we said anything about cryptic lands.
No, we didn't say anything about cryptic
Yeah,
lands.
I was like, I don't think we mentioned cryptic lands in this at all so
No.
far. I don't remember that.
Did someone say sponsored advertisement?
You know, I'm actually helping KW with Cryptic Land Season 2, so go check it out whenever it comes out. Woo!
Yeah, but I mean, we all knew that anyway, but yes, that is what the ad would sound like.
Woo.
Wee woo.
Mm.
That's the sound of police when they're arresting that girl for stalking.
Yeah. That moon actually reminded me of the Gacha Life 2 moon. Anyway.
See you tomorrow, Marinette. I hope your
What a
first day
weird
isn't too tiring.
cinematography choice.
Ah, there we go. First day. So she was an employee here. I remember that from last episode.
Because it
having...
panned a little bit down, but then they jump cutted. Why didn't they just continue panning?
Because probably the actual background of the shopping center was not underneath the actual the shot of the sky, so they had to jump cut.
Well, then why did
I'm
they
going
pan
left.
at all?
Because of what?
Cool.
Yeah. They probably should have just done like a fade there potentially, or made it so the background actually did show that skyline. But that depends. That's another type of masking as well that would be involved in that process.
And where do you live?
I am going right. My house is not too far from here.
Bye.
You live on top of a
Oh,
be
what
careful.
wonderful dialogue. My
yes,
house is not too far from here. Bye.
maximum security. Also, everyone has the same eyes. Like everyone has like these gray eyes and like these brown eyelashes. Like I think like the two people in the previous scene had that. The red-haired girl has that, and this background character has that.
It seems to me like that, like these eyes seem to be a default for Singacha. Who, by the way, I'm pretty sure that is Singacha's avatar in there. So that's a self-insert cameo right there. But also, yeah, it seems like that's like the default. But the reason that Marinette and Adrian don't have those, and that's why they're the only ones with drawn-on eyes, is because that was an attempt to replicate the canon design, much like the textured hair. It seems like, at least visually, Singacha was trying to capture the essence of the characters. Just not in the writing at all.
Who needs good
I guess
writing?
Or the casting.
They subscribe to the long-known theory, judge a book by its cover, not by the insides of its content.
Yes, it's like the common phrase, 1,000 pictures are worth a single word.
2-1. See you tomorrow.
Marinette, you are a known klutz. Do not walk backwards. That is not going to go well.
She's gonna bump
you.
into Adrian, isn't she? Oh, never mind.
Okay, that would have actually made sense.
Robotic company.
I personally thought she was going to trip on something and fall into like a garbage.
Also, wait a
Wouldn't be the first
minute.
time.
Wait a minute. The company's called Robotic Company.
I mean, I could say that was a fault, but there are some companies that are just named after the thing that they do. Usually, very old companies. I
would have named it. I would have named it something like RoboCorp or something. That at least is a little better.
To be fair, there's like the oil company, right? Because they happen to be like some of the first to like really exploit that.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, so there's some companies that do just call themselves the thing that they did. Yeah.
Okay.
No, Standard Oil.
Well, that's more unique.
That's not that much different.
Okay, that's an example, but that's still a thing. Yeah, it does happen. I can't think of an example right now, but I have seen companies that are like, the something company. It's like, oh, that's just I guess. Actually, you know what? I'll say this. It's kind of like Science Magazine or Nature Magazine. Because those ones are like very established scientific journals, and they're the ones that depending on if you're in the US or the UK, that publish that they're the ones all scientists want to get some work published in specifically, because the shorter a journal name is in the scientific field, the more prestige it has because it's been around for longer.
Oh my god! What if a company was literally called something along the lines of like A, because they wanted to go so short that you just had a single letter?
Yes, but I got my work published in A magazine. Which one? A magazine. I know, that's what you said. Which magazine is it? A magazine. Yes, you said that before. Which one? It becomes a Who's on First tribute.
I remember being younger and asking my mom, "Hey, can we see it? Can we see it?" And she's like,
Oh.
what? And you can imagine where that goes. And eventually
That's
she did
it.
say yes, and she forgot about it. And so then we're on like the week of, and I'm like, hey, when you say we're gonna see it,
See what? See
did not.
it.
It still didn't click. It's awful.
Yeah. Also, how young were you asking to watch it? Because, like, as you know, but don't say that because you're on a state necessarily. But like,
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I never really had any real age restrictions with what I could watch.
okay, all right then.
My first video game was GTA
Cooperation
Vice City.
that is developing advanced weapons for spy agencies.
Oh,
with the
Mint
purpose
Wait.
to
Hello.
protect the
No,
country.
wait. A company
a while.
is publicly making weapons for spy agencies. Publicly mentions that they make agencies for spy agencies that are meant to be secretive. Great idea. Hey, secret agents, we're a company
Well-
that makes weapons for you. Publicly.
Yeah.
don't.
Also, let's advertise like what our building was with a giant sign outside of it. You know, we're not discreet in the slightest.
Well, I know that everyone's like, oh yeah, they have to be super secret. But let's be honest here. Everyone in the world knows that there are spies. I don't think saying, oh yeah, we make things for spies.
I mean, everyone knows that
big.
spies exist, but if you want to try and like find a location where spy weapons are manufactured, you know, potentially either to sabotage it or to trace like where the orders go from, you know exactly where to go. So it
Playing
becomes
a dangerous game. What can I say?
spies are forever anyway. You know, a spy.
Oh my god, I can't wait for next week when we or later.
You're right.
That's
That's
it. Spies are forever.
I was gonna say, yeah, we got 3 more days before that, but yeah.
We have only 2 until my stream where we do something that's not Alan Wake but in the same universe.
Yes. Why not make a serious circus gacha? Okay.
You have man seeing you live read.
Somebody say circus? I would love to be in a circus gacha.
Chuckle.
Seeing you live read Mint's messages there is like if I got a simulation of if Jacob started having a stroke. You know, it's quite. You know,
you should hear me when I try to read treat pop lines.
You see me in a crown. Gonna run this effing town. Let me know that one by one. You should see me in a crown. You see me. Gonna run this effing town. One by one.
I have no idea. I'm an elfin clown, and you can join the circus. Anyway, who's gonna be? Oh, okay. So you're specifically saying Amazing Digital Circus Gacha rather than just a general circus-themed gacha. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta specify that because the circus again.
You saw the filter on.
Hundreds of years. I think it's because I'm trying to plug like a thing in so it can switch through my microphone.
You sound like you sound weird.
It's because I'm coming through a different audio device right now.
You see me in a
I don't know why it keeps switching.
I mean, we could actually make a song based on Digital Circus one day. That could be kind of fun.
I've been waiting to that's great.
You still sound weird.
Because the reason is normally whenever there's a glitch project,
there we go.
Aiden and I tend to do a Siskel and Ebert thing.
Yeah, which we haven't got around to, which I want to. I just haven't got around to.
It means that I've intentionally been avoiding Digital Circus as much as I possibly could in order to save it up for that inevitable day. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the biggest indie YouTube pilot. Like, I think like the pilot's got like 300 million.
Well,
views.
it's not just a pilot anymore. There's
another episode but it has the largest one, and like I think episode 2's got like 100K views, which is way more than like MetaRunner or like any other glitch shows have got. Because most glitch
doesn't change anything of what I just said.
Oh no, I'm just stating like some of the like IRL stuff that's kind of interesting with Digital Circus, particularly. I find it very interesting. Although, you just see me in a crown. Gonna run this freaking town. One by one. Yes. Anyways, let's keep going.
Okay, I'm just gonna upload Bond's video onto the restream recordings, so we'll just process in the background.
Wait, what'd Bond make?
Oh, just an example of the eye masking thing. Well, 3
terrorism.
examples actually.
They have many branches in major countries all
Oh,
over.
Oh, gee, that guy looks familiar. He looks familiar, doesn't he?
Wait. Why is Gabriel running like a spy corp company in the first place? Like, he runs a fashion company. This is wrong. This is wrong. He doesn't. He runs a fashion industry.
Can a person not do both?
Well, it's very difficult.
If there is anyone who would be doing both, it would be Gabriel. But it still feels like, just doesn't have enough time on his hands because he's so obsessed with trying to catch Miraculous. That's kind of every
He's obsessed with trying to get the 2 Miraculous so much. So, like, do you really think he has time to run 2 companies and do that? No, he like, he has this like fashion. This is his main thing.
Interestingly enough, actually, this episode, this series came out like years before the alliance rings were a thing in Miraculous, even though that's kind of what he that sort of counts as spy equipment designed by him in some way. But,
Well, that was to spy on people, not really to help.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is he holding an Akuma in public? This is his office, so he might not be in public right now.
No, I don't think he's in. I think he's actually in public, Jacob.
Oh, then maybe he's gonna Akumatize
don't you
himself
see the
or
crowd
something.
around him?
Yeah, I know, right? It's
it's
a common thing to have like crowds off screen behind the camera, but yeah, I haven't seen the
we're
full
about
image yet.
to get the people. I'm pretty sure.
Gabriel is one of the expert professors
Okay, we do have one other person here.
in their branch company.
Branch company.
Hello, sir.
Like a tree.
I'm Gabriel from the branch company.
I'm Gabriel from the branch company. What? Is it actually called the branch company?
I think he named his company after himself in Miraculous, but yeah, the branch company is even worse.
Yeah. Hello, I am Man from Company. What's up?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean that's a bad name? It's a totally good name.
Nice to meet you.
You just see me in a crowd.
Nice to meet you too, Prof.
Prof.
I'm already here about you. So I decided to call you
I'm
here.
already here about
eyes.
you.
Yeah.
You mean I've already heard about you? I would hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Hey, at least we know the voice actors are being diligent and reading the script as they're presented with it.
I'd rather them not.
I mean, same here, but like not everyone is as comfortable with like calling out script errors as we are. But yeah, for someone who runs a fashion company, he has terrible hairstyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. His design didn't translate really well.
He's the Boeing of fashion companies.
At least the current Boeing, anyway. I don't have the detail of the moving butterfly in the cage. Yes, but why is it there? Is the question. A visual detail can be as impressive as one wants it to be, but why is it necessary? Is the real question.
You have made.
Ha 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 ha! You will not regret it. I spent my whole life making it.
Also, can't Akumas go through walls? Why is it in a cage?
I call this Akuma.
Oh, so he just designed these now.
Akuma is
okay.
the butter of rare butterfly.
I mean, also, it's pretty sure we established that like the Akumas have been a thing long before he had the butterfly Miraculous anyway, so it's not like he invented them. I forget if that was established by this point in the series or not.
With the addition of my formula, the butterfly will become stronger. I raise this butterfly so I can use it as a weapon.
What?
Interesting, like the idea that he wants to augment something. That's kind of more of a Mayura's thing at the time.
Serious? A butterfly. It's useless. You are really
It's useless.
disappointed me. I am not a pet doctor.
What are you saying? This butterfly is...
What are you saying? Why? Don't make me raise my voice. How dare you? Yeah, this could have done with a bit more redirection. This scene.
Yes, it's useless. Get out of here now. You are fired. God, take out this crazy man from here.
Let go of me. I can walk by myself. You will regret it, human.
Human? What? What? Okay, maybe this is this actually a
He's
center
part
monster or
Akuma.
something? No, he might be like a center monster of Gabriel because he did do that a couple of times. Okay, so we got to get some actual backgrounds from the series.
Mom, we're in Paris now. The old man said I must move here to help someone.
Ah, yes, you definitely weren't from here originally. You obviously just moved here. Clearly, that's why is that necessary? If anything, it's like I said in episode 1, you know, all those years ago. I still remember it though. It seemed kind of like we were in Paris to begin with. I mean, there was like I guess the picture of the Eiffel Tower on one's wall and could have been like from anywhere because the Eiffel Tower is obviously really famous, but I mean, it did seem like a visual clue that we were in Paris, not to mention also the fact that the last episode, their meeting actually did take place in Paris. Yeah, it feels like you know, like Marinette particularly, and also like the entire series of Miraculous is so synonymous with Paris particularly. It's kind of like, you know, you don't like, why would it be necessary for her to have just moved here? From where particularly? I don't know. Maybe she was from Nouvion originally or something.
I don't know what danger I will face here. Please protect me, Mom. I miss you a lot.
Why is she dead? I'm sorry. I mean, it's impressive you projected her image into the sky, but why is the mum dead? What was that? This is becoming... I mean, I know that Disney eventually helped out the series, but that doesn't mean you have to take their tropes as well. They're already invested.
No,
okay?
don't. Maybe this is the first step in making things actually not miraculous. As the episodes go by, they'll start changing their like names and everything.
I mean, if they're still alive, that is, because I guess Sabine isn't. I think that's the mom's name. I forgot now. I think that's her name. Why is she the moon? Because that's rough, buddy. Okay, I think this was the image somewhere around here. I was like, okay, this is this is something I need to look into, because I know I was skipping ahead and I remember this time. Although I'm wondering why the Eiffel Tower is pink right now. I don't remember the Eiffel Tower being pink at all. I don't know.
What a nice and calm night. I'm glad there's no crime tonight. I'm sleepy now. It's time to go home.
Okay, that jump cut I don't get. You know, because we were already inside this setting, so I don't know why we had to like fade into a different scene of her moving along. Probably because they were animated separately, but they weren't synced up potentially. That's my guess.
Hello, I miss you so bad.
Okay, physics still don't work. This is why Edna Mode hates them. Broken back women.
I think he's coming home.
She'll heal. Footsteps that aren't in time with the foot movements. They kind of are a little bit, but...
What's wrong, Father? You look annoyed.
It's okay. It's just a work problem.
Also, my staff forgot to bring us actual food. So yeah, I'm also hangry.
Dad? Actually, I went to see the new school. I want to study there, like other children.
You are not going to school. I've already told you.
Okay, so yeah, this is definitely, you know, before the supposed... It's interesting because this is supposed to be before they've all met properly, but after they've received their powers, which happen in the opposite order in the show. Then again, I guess Marinette isn't from Paris and her mother is dead, so all rules are off, I guess.
Everything you need is here where I can keep it.
Which, now that I think about it, why didn't we have that like monologue scene with Cat Noir? Because he actually has a dead mother, so that would have made sense for him to project like Emily into the sky. Anyway. Why did animation cycle reset? Because it reached the ending and it wasn't a perfect loop. I don't know.
I will not have you outside in that dangerous world.
But father, it's not dangerous, father. I'm stuck in this house.
Well,
Father, it's not dangerous, father. Tell me, father, why can't I go, father? I'm gonna say father in every word in my sentence, father. Anyway.
I just want to go out and make some friends.
You're not my real
like everyone
dad.
else.
Because you are not like everyone else. You are my son. Go to sleep.
You know, okay, to Sin Gacha's very little credit, Gabriel actually seems like he's characterized fairly well. Like, I'm pretty sure I've heard almost identical dialogue from him in the actual show, which, you know, means, again, someone actually was paying attention for a little bit of this. Oh my goodness. But yeah. So I guess it is just the lead two that seem to be decidedly off from themselves. Although maybe not Adrian, actually, because Adrian, he hasn't really been on screen for too long, so we don't really know if he deviates too much yet, apart from in the voice, obviously. All right, so we have Nuru here, which, you know, nicely put together.
Darkwings, rise. From this day on, I shall be known as Hawkmoth.
From this day on, hold on.
I like that it stopped for a second. It stuttered. So from this day on, I shall be Hawk.
That was me because I paused it. But yeah, like from this day on, because it seems like if he's already been able to make an Akuma, that kind of implies he's at least transformed into Hawkmoth at least once, because he has to transform in order to make that possible. That's how he does it. So, and Hawkmoth is it's a title that you're given as the user of the butterfly Miraculous. That is my understanding of it, because, you know, it's implied that there have been other Hawkmoths in the past as well. That's also why whenever he's like a fusion or is a different form of something, you know, it becomes like Shadow Moth later because there's like a fusion of two different things. That's why the title changes, not because he himself is different. So yeah, she should have been known as Hawkmoth before this day forth. Also, that face is just terrifying.
Negative emotion. This is perfect. Just what I need. Anger. Sadness.
Okay, Phineas Talbert.
Again, this actually does sound very much like him. Why is the villain the character who's the most accurately adapted? Should that be concerning? I don't know.
That my revenge, human.
Again, why is he calling him human? Also, okay, so she has nothing to do. So if he wants revenge on a particular human, he would go after someone who's either near said human in order to, like, you know, attack them more directly, or akumatize that particular human in order to, like, I don't know, prove his plan or something like that. That's the usual thing. It's not normally like he just picks like a random person not considered a thing that he wants to adopt, unless he's really desperate to try and find negative emotions. Which, as a side note, never made sense in the show because Paris has like millions of people in it. I mean, you just talked about like one person doesn't feel negative emotions on a daily basis. Like, it's always like one guy. I don't know.
You could have just found a mentally ill person and called it a day, really.
I'm not sure if that would particularly count. I don't think that would count by the show rules.
Stoneheart, I am Hawkmoth. I give you the power to seek revenge on those who hurted your heart. Okay?
Okay, Hawkmoth.
Okay, but you're supposed to have an exchange.
The
reason he akumatizes people is because he wants something in exchange, and that's why they go after the Miraculous each episode. I mean, I guess in this episode he must have not met Ladybug and Cat Noir yet, so he doesn't know they're arriving, but he must know they exist because that was part of his motivation. But yeah, this is the Stoneheart that was like, okay, I'm invested in this trailer. And yes, I still maintain that I do think that this, Stoneheart is actually quite impressive.
What the hell are you?
You don't even recognize me! You will feel more heartache!
Would anyone recognize you in this situation?
Oh my god. And it's you.
Apparently, yes.
I mean, okay, yeah, the camera work is a bit shabby, but yeah.
I complained
Who
about
made
the
you
camera
make
work
this?
before, too. I don't...
Why is he so bored looking at this point? Like, he feels like trying to flail or scream or something.
I like how you can
Look
see...
afraid.
I like
Don't
how you
do
can
it, this
see
is fine.
I like how you can see the other side of the monster. See, there's like a hole in its stomach.
A hole in its stomach?
Uh-huh.
I don't see
Look.
a hole in its stomach currently.
You should. It's right there in the middle.
In the middle of this shot? That's not the
Yeah.
that's not the stomach.
What is it then?
That's just, well, first of all, the stomach is towards one side. That's one massive bulking arm. The person's being held in two arms right now, so you're seeing the edge of the other arm.
I don't get it, because the head is right there.
And
so
put me down. And listen to
This
me.
doesn't make any
Please
sense,
put me
what?
down.
Shut up!
It's like, okay.
What the hell are you? Put him down now!
This is like everyone's reaction to The Thing. Or honestly, it's like, okay.
Or I will destroy you!
Backwards hand. I'm gonna
Wait,
get up
don't
over
do
here.
that.
Yeah, see, look, that's the arm. That's what I was saying before.
Demon, don't do it.
I forgot Stoneheart in this universe was a completely different person.
Yeah, well, I mean, because we never introduced Ivan, so yeah.
Well, yeah, everyone's a completely different person.
Is it Ivan or Ivan in the English version?
Ivan.
Okay.
Hands, take this!
That wasn't... Okay, that fist did not make contact. Animation has to make the fighting fake.
I will destroy that creature.
I do like the markings. Not since Shardy's old friend have I seen, like, that kind of fighting choreography actually affect the terrain like that. So that's nice.
Finish her. Don't let her stop you.
Yes, Hawkmoth!
Yes,
Okay, but why does Hawkmoth care about
Some
Stoneheart
random
finishing
girl.
off this villain? Yeah, she doesn't have a Miraculous, so there's nothing to be concerned about. Did she just hit an invisible wall and then bounce off it? I think that's what happened there.
You don't hit invisible walls constantly?
Yeah. Oh, now he looks scared. Better late than never, I guess.
This creature is too strong. Yes. Maybe I can try this? Maybe she can help me.
I've seen nothing about that. That could
Wait, why is she just casually pulling out her phone? Like, girl, you're being attacked.
That looks more like a business card, actually. Well, now that I think about it, it was probably generated via Lucky Charm, which raises all sorts of questions. Sorry, it became a different phone entirely, despite the fact that it had Ladybug's face on it and had like the Ladybug design on it. Okay, sure. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the number. That is Ladybug's number. Ollie never figured that one out for Ladybug, did she?
Hello? Who is this?
Oh, hi, Bug.
I'm being murdered.
Why is she so annoyed about that? It's like, oh no, you called me Bug. That's not the worst thing that Ladybug's been called.
Please come quickly.
Oh, you said my name card was a bomb card. And now you're calling me? Wow.
What?
Oh
Don't be a brat! She's under attack! Why? Is this what you actually think of Marinette? Marinette wouldn't do this.
A lot of people, say, oh yeah, wow, Marinette's, one of the worst female protagonists of all time, blah, 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 stuff like that. if she acted like this, I would agree with those people.
Okay, I'm sorry for that. Let's just talk about it later. Just come here now!
She's like,
Also,
no.
I know that when Marinette's transformed, that obviously, you know, miraculous magic takes place so no one knows what she looks like. But now they think about it, yeah, she's like, if she answers the phone as herself, but has the same voice as Ladybug and no one catches on to that, that's an interesting thing there. She should have done what Batman does sometimes, you know.
That reminds me of that one moment in the 66 show where Gordon and some other guy, I think it was like Mayor or whatever, calls up, one of them calls up Batman, the other calls up Bruce Wayne. And so Bruce has to like use two of his phones he just has lying around, and he has to like move between the two with different voices. And then eventually there's a moment where he's like, "Oh, is that Batman?" And then they're like, "Oh wait, you have Batman right there." And they're like, he's like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Okay, can you guys talk to each other?" And he has to talk to it, like Bruce and Batman have to talk to each other. And you just see the commissioner and the other guy just listening in, like, oh. And then Batman and Bruce Wayne agree on something. I forget the exact context. And Bruce, I think it was Batman actually. He was like, "Commissioner, did you get that?" And the commissioner's like, "Yeah, I got it. All right, you're on your way." It's like so stupid.
Yeah, there's a Studio C sketch that is similar to that, where Batman has to stand trial for some reason, and Studio has to say where his whereabouts were or something like that. So he has to say, obviously, he was at Wayne Manor. It's like, what was Batman doing at Wayne Manor? It's like, oh well, can Bruce Wayne vouch for your whereabouts? Like, yeah, let me just get him. Hi, it's me. I'm Bruce Wayne.
Oh, what wonderful timing!
Yeah, it's like, why you have like you have like, okay, Batman, you clearly have like the blackened makeup or something. It's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Batman's underneath here. Say hi, Batman. Anyway, average Jacob voicing two characters talking to each other moments. I would do that in fairness. If I was a superhero, I definitely would give myself a different voice. Anyway.
Oh boy, you're so big and ugly.
Oh.
Are you okay, winged girl?
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, everyone has called this thing big and ugly. Like, what is that or something? It's not out of the ordinary now.
It's not even that ugly. It's just rocks.
You think?
Have you never seen a rock before?
Yeah. Oh, some comic panel there.
Are you blind or something? Get me out of here and hurry up.
Normally, I would complain about the fact that, you know, once again, they're being bribed to each other, but actually, you know, Ladybug deserves that. So, yeah, fine. You know, Wonder Gacha, get a pass.
Yes. Do you need help? If you need me to help you, speak nicely, please.
Oh my
It's
god!
not asking for help.
Someone else is in danger.
Yoo-hoo.
You douchebag.
Just like the fact that the guy's there to be like, I'm a civilian here. Please
If
do
you guys
something.
need each other, that's chill and all, but like, what about me? You know, have you considered my well-being first? Like, okay.
I mean, I feel like Sin Gacha should have probably made a show about Queen Bee instead of about Ladybug.
Nah, they lack all the self-awareness to probably do that.
Well, so does Queen Bee, so it makes sense.
Guys, this is not a good time for joking, miss.
It's not
And
joking.
I want
They're
to tell
fighting.
you something. This creature is my ex-girlfriend, and I don't know what happened. She changed into this gigantic monster. So I'm begging you, don't hurt her.
Meanwhile, Stoneheart's like, I'm right here.
Don't hurt her. She's gonna hurt you. Okay? Who cares about her
Interesting.
well-being when your well-being is just as much at stake?
Yeah, interesting color scheme there for the yo-yo launch, but you know, it's an accurate power set.
What? Slide whistles! Slide whistles! Why slide whistles? This is stupid.
I actually kind of like that, not gonna lie.
Oh my god.
That's the kind of stupidity that really works for me, actually. The kind that doesn't work for me is the fact this is not a straight line, even though it's supposed to be like, you know, a direct being reeled in. Yeah.
Now I knew it! The problem is you!
What?
What did you do to her before?
No, he just broke up with her!
We just broke up. But I have my own reason. We can't be together. We won't make it.
It's forbidden.
Yeah, I was about to
Bug,
say
a
that.
little help, please.
Oh my god. What? That face. Oh, and now you use actual
Sorry?
voice actor line.
Yeah.
See, that's actually what the voice actor sounds like.
Again, I don't think it's that different. It's different. It's higher, but not that much for me at least. Oh, okay. I like how the image of the background, you have to like pause the footage, and there's the good pause the footage. The music also doesn't continue. I would just like have the.
Here's the image of the good times. Remember when you were happy in a relationship? Yeah.
Yeah, this probably wouldn't actually work. But also, like in this situation, what I would have done is like, yeah, you recreated the Lucky Charm image and everything with the audio, but I would have like carried it on so the music would still like fade out the way that it does in the show, rather than just like end as soon as you have to replace it with another image. Yeah.
Hey,
to her credit, her mom is dead in this universe, so she doesn't have that a positive reinforcement. Not saying that her dad isn't, but she doesn't have the double whammy, so to speak. Maybe that's what did it for her. But, it was the death of Sabine that really messed her up.
Everyone needs the double whammy.
Mm-hmm. Which I think is, don't break up your partner if you don't love or get enough out of a relationship. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, in the actual show, there are like a couple of breakup things where one person might get akumatized as a result of it, but either they end up resisting because their name's Luca and they're amazing like that, or they're the resolution is more so the fact that, well, they just get defeated in like a normal circumstance. They have to process their grief or their relationship ending in a normal way.
Brock, I mean Stone Girl. Oh, whatever.
Stone
Do you
Girl. Her
remember
name's
this?
Stoneheart. Heart isn't a gendered term. Heart's her mascot. Oh my god, this song.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Only boys have hearts.
Like thoughts of you, like a wave return.
Okay, was it an entire photo album? Because that's entirely different. Also, the photo album probably should have had like red and black polka dot markings or something. Because again, it's Lucky Charm. That's how they tend to all come. But whatever. And good news, I beat the fight I was raging on. Fantastic. Speaking of fights that are rage-inducing.
Into the blue. They change, but it.
Does anyone actually make albums that say like the word love on them?
Yeah, kind of true.
That I can lose. Each painful but delightful to live through.
Whoa, why are their tongues are just like
I think it's one of those photos where you're like trying to pose and do a silly face. They just happen to pick the exact same one as each other.
Came into my life just like another season. Not for long.
Wait, pause there. Go back.
Okay.
Go back. There's a very important detail that I am so kind of confused by.
All right.
You came into my life.
But pause there. Pause there. Why that sticker? Particularly, isn't one a girl? Okay,
Wait, you're confused by what you're fine with the word love, but not the heart sticker at the bottom of the photo?
No, the top. Look at the middle. One of the middle photos on the top.
Oh, it just says love, love.
No, I think it says love is love.
Oh,
that was just thrown on, and like that saying doesn't even make sense in the context of this relationship. But okay.
Love is love, and a spy is a spy. It's a spy.
Oh God!
What?
Cringy. Them just sitting there looked horrible.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Just like another season.
This is this is how to defeat an akumatized person who became akumatized through negative emotions. Give them even more negative emotions.
Make them sad.
I'm sorry, Anne, for hurting you so bad.
Why? You broke up with her. You have to.
No, I get it. This is the universe where Master Fu went senile.
What? He didn't go senile, did he?
I'm loving you.
No, in this universe he did.
Oh,
Why would he have
yeah.
chosen this?
Oh yeah, I was about to be like, what do you mean? I thought you were talking about the main universe. I'm like, wait, when did that happen?
I'm pretty sure that did not happen in the main show. I mean, you guys' memory is erased, but I wouldn't call that going senile.
No, not in that context. Yeah, the thing that brings her back is something she'll never have again. You just make it work.
Being like, oh yeah, you know that thing you lost? Yeah, you'll never get it again.
Yeah. Let's go back for a second and go back to see Hogmoth's head detaching from his body. Well, yeah, no, I wasn't able to like match that. If that was actually Adrian's head, we would say detached from his body.
I don't know.
I didn't know what I didn't know what Aiden was talking about importantly. So it's like, okay, I've got back to see this mystery thing.
But I have to go to a faraway place following my parents.
Ah, so it wasn't the case that, they just weren't compatible. He's moving away, so it can't be, but they both wanted to work. Oh, it's that version instead.
We automatically say.
I mean, I guess that means, they're not trying to blame him or something. If it's out of, beyond his control anyway. The photo is massacred as boyfriend. Well, yeah, it has to be Stoneheart size. The Lucky Charm it's designed to become the thing that you need to win the day. So, if you need something that a stone giant can read, it's going to have to be big. Makes sense.
I'm back here again. I hope you can understand. It's also very hard for me. But I'll always keep our memories.
I just saw the stone thing just judders, it's very hard for me.
Also, by the way, sound effects for Stoneheart would have been so good if whenever Stoneheart moved, you heard little rocks shuffling or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I mean, that sound design would have been good.
Man, please come back.
Yeah, the footsteps we hear footsteps sometimes, but not every time a character takes a step.
You're scaring me. It's not like you. You always give me warmth, and
oh my god, no, the song is bad.
Yeah.
No, that song. Whoa.
This was already the song from before.
I know, but why did the song come back? And the song's gone. Oh god.
Yeah, I would have faded it in as the guy was talking rather than just But was it that important to have to have the dialogue be separated from the season song? You had to hear all of the lines. It's such a poignant song that applies so well to this situation, much like when it was originally designed for.
Sun gives into the moon into.
Oh, that's not even how that works. Wait, she didn't capture the Akuma, even when they. Okay, I guess.
Well, the Akuma's just been released right now, so what you should be doing is capturing it right now while this is going on.
Akuma. You gotta purify
I don't know what happened to me. I didn't mean to.
This is also, I think, this is the first Akuma, so maybe she doesn't know the procedure yet. Because in the show, she didn't know to do it the first time, and then just kept on creating more. So
yeah, that didn't go well.
You mess with me, Ladybug.
You mess with me, Ladybug, which is your name, and I know your name because it's been firmly established. I know your name right now.
You will see my real power next.
They should have done the closing of the observatory thing, as he's doing his last monologue. But anyway, they did the opening of it, but not the close. All right.
I mean, you just have to reverse the shot. It's pretty easy. Just reverse the opening.
Yeah, if you already had it, yeah.
Hey, Bug. Thank you.
Oh god, the
lady was like, oh, you forgot about me. Hi.
Well, no, I thought the Kuma is pretty sure is purified, even though it's not white now, I guess. I don't know. It's blue, so I think it's meant to be purified instead of not evil, so I guess we're skipping that part. I guess in this universe, when you break free of the Akuma just is completely purified, and you don't even catch it again.
But then why is it still here? Normally they fly off when that happens. You know, bye butterfly and all that.
I don't know.
Friend?
Oh, that bug was so glitchy.
What is this? A ring?
Oh my god.
Age's like, huh, did I miss something? I feel like I missed something, like an entire reason for me existing.
Oh my god, it's just like Miraculous. No, wait, it's just like Miraculous Ladybug, where Adrian isn't relevant most of the time, despite being apparently the second main protagonist.
I wouldn't say most of the time, but a substantial amount of the time.
Yeah, like, listen, he's gone.
It does actually kind of seem like in this universe, like one is taking the place of Cat Noir as, you know, as Ladybug's partner.
So the writer's self-insert is taking the place of the main partner character. That's a great mentality. We love that.
I mean, it's not out of the question for a fan fiction. It's just interesting because this didn't start as a fan fiction. This started off as Wonder Gacha, but then it gradually introduced more and more elements from Miraculous. And okay, so this has confirmed that we were in Paris the whole time because we never saw like a change of setting. And yeah, it's just that for some reason,
unless they're like in like some other random city in this universe for some reason.
Oh no, they're in Paris right now. Marinette is from another random city. We don't know where from exactly. She just moved there apparently after Sabine died.
After Sabine. Oh god, why did you kill Sabine? Okay, listen.
Yeah, what?
Why murder Sabine? Okay, why'd you have to murder her?
Yeah, like I said before, even if Disney picked up the show, you have to copy their cliches. They were already invested.
Yeah, it's like Disney didn't even murder off the parents randomly.
The moment that Marinette finally gets akumatized is like at a parent's funeral.
Just like, ah!
Yeah, it's like...
I am Resurrector! I resurrect people with my power! Ah! Races a zombie army. Everyone will be alive because of me!
Oh man, that would actually be like a very powerful episode because obviously with Miraculous Ladybug having to fix everything that an akumatized person brings, the decision to actually have to use that power in order to like take away the one chance to see her parents again, that would have been such a emotional powerhouse there if they did that.
I don't think the show will ever go that dark though, or like full on kill off a character level kind of like thing. Like I mean, even with Master Fu, they could have killed him off, but instead of killing him off, they just wiped his memory.
There's a particular character that we did actually see sacrifice themselves. Not gonna say who it is because people might have watched the entire thing, but you know, it does happen.
And also specifying characters dying temporarily in either a alternate timeline or dying just to get brought back through time travel or something also doesn't count because I'm talking permanent.
It hasn't been, it as well as of right now it's permanent. They might reverse it later, but where we stand
that one.
Where we stand currently, not the case.
I hope not.
All we want. Why should become the moon? Jacob's not make another avatar. Was like, I already made the reference before. I already said that's rough, buddy, like ages ago. I already did that. Did BB die or I don't know.
BB
No, I'm here.
BB fell into House of Leaves.
The video's not over. There's still the credits. Okay, apparently the credits are important, so let's.
Anything on the credits?
What's humorous is that if you knew the context of the book, you would know that's actually grammatically correct in every conceivable way. You just by complete accident made an accurate reference.
What are these names? Coco, Kneecap, Bonts? Okay.
It's just gonna be this. Are we actually gonna get something?
I don't actually know. Yeah. I think what Josh meant is there's a post-credit scene.
Oh wait,
maybe.
You know what? Keep going because I want to see if they give credit to Miraculous.
Okay, sure.
See how far they're willing to take this whole "it's an original thing"
Each time of year carries memories.
Interesting. I guess that must be like a requested fan art thing because again, the Stone Heart thing was already set in Stone Heart. Anyway.
Like an never fading
I am still loving you. Jumped off a building for you.
Oh, credit.
Oh, okay. So bloopers. Okay, so now we get to figure out if the voice actors caught onto the fact this was written terribly.
I can't. This is too funny. Oh my goodness.
Unless those
Please,
details were
let's
cut
start
out.
again.
Where they didn't notice.
Doesn't seem like it.
Oh my goodness.
We're hearing it
See
right
you
now.
tomorrow, Marinette. I hope you have.
Okay, so we can put the season song as background for the VA bloopers, but not during the actual emotional moment of the episode where it was actually being used for its thematic purpose.
I hope you have. Something happened here? Oh my god, my alarm clock just fell. I actually did the movement. Cut this!
Was Rock Girl the same girl who leapt off a building? Actually, I think it might have been. That seems to be a consistent thing. She jumped off a building because of the breakup, first of all, and then afterwards she got scolded for it. Then she started. Then she went to like beg.
Then she went to stalking. Then she went to stalking and then begging.
Yeah, I'm surprised that all this time it seemed like she could have very easily, been told that, I was moving away or something, and then that was why. But it seemed like he wanted to keep that from her, which why is that?
I'm just gonna go on ahead and say she should have been in this episode. In that, if a thought process goes from "I'm going to go and jump" to I'm not gonna do that anymore, but I will instead stalk people. What that tells you is they need to go to a psych ward for a little bit.
Yeah,
not therapy. They are a danger to both themselves and others.
Yeah, especially if they become a rock monster. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Ladybug clearly didn't treat it as that serious situation for part of the battle. So, great.
Didn't know what was happening at that point. Okay, VA blooper. We don't hear anything. Is the blooper they forgot to turn their mic on?
Yeah, there were no bloopers.
No.
Oh my god, that's actually it. Wait.
You came into
my
life.
8 more seconds.
Please, I was joking.
There's nothing.
Please tell me I was wrong. Dear God, please.
Nope, that was it. That's it. Episode's over.
And they never credited. Hold on, wait, please tell me. Please, it was at least the description, right? Surely.
I don't know. Let's find out.
I'm not seeing it so far. What are you?
Nope.
Oh my god, they really took this is all a coincidence thing seriously.
I don't think so. I think they just put it so no one would try to get them to copyrighted, but like even though that's not how that works.
And then didn't give credit to the thing because it's original, right? It's all a coincidence. If this wasn't Miraculous, they don't have to give credit to Miraculous, right?
I mean, why would you even necessarily mind about giving the credits? Like, oh my goodness. Okay.
Man,
that takes common sense, Jacob. That takes common sense.
How shameless, God.
One of the comments is my guy Adrian has superpowers. He pushed lava in his place without touching it. Lol, slow motion as the reply. So hey, at least Sing Gacha takes criticism on the chin and doesn't delete those comments, which is good to know. Hawkmoth bald head is looking iconic. Someone is a fan of that particular okay. Anyway, that was Superhero Never Die, episode 3.
Moral of the story, this sucks.
Yeah, there's the eye masking video. Yeah, that's true actually. I did load that earlier, so it should be done by now. Okay, here's what Bond says about like masking. So here's the with masking. And then there's the without masking. Pupils as iris parent layer to the whites of eyes. Yep. Squishy squish, yep.
Wait, Bond, you know how to do the eye animation stuff? That's awesome. What? I mean, like when Bond does animations, they normally do.
That is literally why Bond sent this video.
No, I didn't know Bond actually knew how to do that because, like, I know if Bonds did with the static heads, if that makes any sense, and not animating the eyes individually, just changing the eyes like a normal gacha with the puppet rigging. Why are you losing your mind, bro?
I mean, the puppet rigging eye change thing was only really became possible with Gacha Life 2, and Bond was doing that long before. So yes, there's definitely that was definitely done.
I wanna animate eyes. That'd be awesome, but it'd be kind of hard. I need to figure that out. But you know, I need to figure out how to animate. I just haven't had time. I haven't had time to do crap. I've either been depressed, working on projects, work.
No better time to learn like the present.
Well, not quite the present, because we've got a Kolyoko night to get to. We've got to call Ghosty.
Yeah. Oh God, it's static. What was a static, BB? BB sounds like the ocean.
No, I don't. That wasn't on my end. I heard it too.
Oh, Jacob, you sound like the ocean.
Okay. Well, don't worry. You have to put it with that for too long. Also, this is the last bits. Yeah, not paired to laser. Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
God.
There you go. Sorry, masking is the way to go. I agree. Masking is very often the way to go with things.
Oh, is this that one thing I complained about Bond from a while back? Or
yes,
was it a
which is
different
what Bond was talking, but which what Bond responded to, saying like, "Oh, I know what the issue was. Let me send a video. This is that video."
No. I complained about. No. I complained about something on Bond's clip from a while back involving the eyes, but I don't remember if it was this. The eye movements seem familiar to me though. This might be it. Bond says, "Yeah, this was the thing I was complaining." Yeah. There was a wonky animation that he sent in chat, and I was like, okay, hold on. Something's off here, man.
Teacher went to practice lesson 1, but still continue to miss. What is the lesson 1 that you're trying to teach Aiden?
How to base animate.
Oh, okay.
I can maybe teach you a little bit of Blender, just the teensiest amount. But...
I'm going for more like Gacha animation instead of specifically Blender.
Oh,
because you know, unless you could find a way to rig Gacha characters in Blender, which would be awesome. But you know.
Well, now there's an experiment idea.
Well, I mean, yeah, why couldn't you?
I mean, considering that you said that Blender accepts JPEGs and PNGs, that means it accepts 2D imagery. So if you put those in a particular place, then you can actually do puppet placement in there, technically speaking.
Theoretically, sure. That's not quite what I meant. I don't take my word on that. I don't know.
I mean, that's what William did.
I know you can put it. I know you can put it on a face, but I don't know how much you can rig it relative to that. I'd have to see. But no, I mean more so you can just make a gacha character from scratch. It doesn't have to look realistic. Like you can just make a gacha character within Blender and then rig that.
I am surprised that Luna May hasn't looked into at least like a 3D version of the Gacha app itself. Maybe it was too much. Maybe it took too much storage on people's phones or something. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could do the JPEG thing again. I don't really know if that's possible or not, but I know at the very least you can make a character within the style of Gacha and rig that. So I mean, yeah, if you want to, that's definitely a possibility. It'll just take a second.
Yeah, I'm. You know what? That might be a good reason for me to look into Blender, because that actually, even if I don't end up, fully committing to that, that might be good for thumbnails, actually.
True. Yeah.
Anywho, another 2D character besides Dinosaur Computer, another platform to run it. That is also true. I do all of my stuff on a laptop, so it's not really.
Oh, my computer could definitely handle that. I have like a full-on, like a higher-end gaming PC because my dad got really into building gaming PCs at one point.
That's fair.
Well, then go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. My brother and his dad are both into building PCs.
I mean, you're into building PCs as of recently as well.
Well, sure, but like they do it as like a hobby. This is like my main computer, you know, that I'm like using, and I'm just kind of upgrading.
Yeah. Well, I've also have a bit of Gacha swap POV instead of 3/4 view. Could also have front view, side view, and back view. That'd be life changing. I don't know about back view necessarily, but I do know that there are people who, because of the fact that we can make custom poses in Gacha Life 2 now, actually some people are like making different things where you can say, oh, this is like how this is a front face custom pose for a base, and that's something that I haven't played around with yet, but I intend to at some point just to see, you know, what it kind of looks like. And from what their demonstrations are, it's actually a pretty convincing front face. So at the very least, that much the community seems to have covered. And also, I will say, Aiden, as an alternative example, in Gacha Life 2, you know, that is where you can actually do the eyes thing. It's already parented and masked and such, but you just have to, you know, obviously put it together in post rather than having to, you know, rather than animating them in the actual app itself. That'll be the difference. And it doesn't require as many layers at all. In fact, it requires one layer if you're doing it on one background. That's how I did it in People Above. So yeah, that's another option if you want to consider it for that reason. But as far as the 3D Gacha stuff goes, like, yeah, that's something to think about.
Yeah,
anyway,
I mean, it'll take a proper second to figure out how to do it. I can now say that for certain.
Well, yeah, obviously, yeah.
But it's definitely a fun experiment that you can try.
Yeah, the Gacha Life 2 version actually is very quick to do. But yeah. Okay, so pros and cons for this video before we actually
this creator doesn't understand Miraculous at all. And when I'm saying that, keep in mind, I'm saying someone who has a lot of issues with the way Miraculous does things. But even Miraculous is better than this, because at least Miraculous is semi-competent half the time. You know,
yeah, definitely.
It's like, which again, it kind of sucks. Like, I don't know. I just hate when like I see a bunch of fandom stuff where it's like, oh my god, look at this fandom stuff, and it's like, dang, this fandom stuff kind of sucks though. Like, you didn't even try very good, or you didn't understand the assignment.
Yeah, I do wonder what people actually, you know, how people identify with a story and the characters if they just haven't interpreted it. It's like that's what I always wonder. And I sometimes like think back to like, you know, how I would watch you know, watch TV shows like when I was younger, and yet no, I still was like, well, you know, these are like how the characters would be in like my own mind and what they would do in these situations and how the world is set up. This is very clearly how this universe functions. It's like, and it seems like people haven't computed that, or they wish that something was different. If you wish that something was different enough to the point it's unrecognizable, you might as well make your own show at that point.
Well, this is its own show.
Oh yeah. Coincidental, but you know, like that meme aside, yeah, this probably would have benefited. Like, you know, if give one a sidekick that has something else going on. Although interesting is like conversely, you know, if that hadn't been for that and it hadn't been for the Stoneheart appearing in the trailer, I wouldn't have actually noticed this series at all. We wouldn't be here talking about it. But hey, would have been benefits overall. Just wouldn't have been on Gacha Review most likely. Which, according to which, you know, Sin Gacha might see as a blessing or a curse. Depends. Probably the former. But yeah, in any case, that seems that's the biggest issue. As for you know, it's another case of the you know, horrible, shameful, but the effects were decent. Because
the effects, I wouldn't even say the effects were super decent, because as much as cool
not
as
the
eyes,
the
eyes are extremely unnerving to me. And I don't know, like I think when people animate Gacha, it's cool. It shows a level of effort that level of effort and skill that some Gacha creators don't even try. You know, some Gacha creators just, you know. But at the same time, when it sucks, then it's like, that kind of sucks though, because it could have been good if, you know, the creator actually was competent at writing. you know, or because like bad visuals aside, maybe if it was written better, maybe I wouldn't be as harsh on it, you know, like, like, hey, the visuals may suck, but you know, at least the story's good.
Yeah, that's what I've said. I said this before many times. You know, if you have to pick between visuals and story, always pick story, because that's what's going to keep people invested one way or the other. You know, as soon as they find something that's going to be that's better or satisfies them more, they're going to move on to that. So, you know, keep them around for as long as you possibly can, get them invested and get them, you know, involved as a community, like build something around that. You know, then you know you can gradually improve your visuals as your show runs along for 5 years. I mean, as you continue to evolve your craft in whatever way fits you specifically.
No, most certainly, yeah, sure,
yeah.
Yeah,
Bro's Rock Monster tweeting was very well done. I also can't believe some of this person's original story powers with Superman and Miraculous. Colin's poorly animated eyes and the story was dull. I think you need to find another Adrian VA. Potentially. I will also say, like, the direction for the voice acting probably wasn't there either. I mean, there was no one who proofread the script, because clearly, you know, the voice actors were read out what was on there, which kudos on them at least, because again, not everyone's, you know, happy when.
I mean, if I were the voice actors, I would do 2 takes. 1 take reading it how it is, and another take fixing the grammar.
That is, yeah, that is actually what I normally do.
That's probably, I think, the smartest way to do it, because that way, you know, you get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, ultimately, it is down to the writer and the director to focus on that, or the writer/director, because it's not usually the same person. In Gacha shows, it's most of the time it's the same person doing both those things. So it's up to the writer/director to work on that with the VAs, and also to make sure that, you know, if they're directing an argument between 2 people, that it actually sounds like people are raising their voices rather than just going like, "What do you mean, useless? Useless? How dare you, human?" Which, by the way, also as an aside, no, one final con is that Gabriel is also human. Didn't think I had to say that today, but yeah.
What do you mean? Gabriel's totally like an alien. Totally, that's totally a plot twist in Miraculous that got spoiled here. Gabriel secretly being an alien. Totally, yeah, totally. You missed that episode. Obviously,
no, he was secretly the transformation was actually from butterfly to humanoid rather than the other way around.
Exactly, you know, yeah, you know, you get
it. At first, I thought they were saying he was a center monster, but no, they didn't do that. I think they were introduced by 2021. I'm pretty sure they were. So, I don't know. Who knows at this point? So yeah, one more episode of this, and this is one next episode I actually haven't seen before, because I never got past the point where I originally became invested in this, which is also kind of indicative of what we're in for. So yeah, that's but yeah, we're gonna take our leave for right now. We're gonna call Ghosty. So hope everyone enjoyed whatever there was to enjoy in this interaction, as per usual. But yeah, please leave a like or dislike, because your opinion matters. Subscribe to us already. And on that note, until next time,